Riddle me this. What is one of the most powerful social media tools that at this time is perhaps dramatically underutilized, yet by next year is posed to be everywhere? Video marketing. Now, a lot of people ask me how I kind of came out of nowhere, how I really built reputations pretty rapidly, how I've been involved in a lot of things that, even given my technical competencies, it really didn't make sense that I was able to build certain relationships at a certain speed and gain traction that many industry veterans, many individuals who have been blogging or were doing social media or building a social reputation for a number of years were not able to establish as rapidly. And the question comes up, what was the magic? Well, the magic is actually in video. And I haven't talked about it a whole lot, but I'm actually incredibly passionate about the power of video in marketing because it's been fundamental in everything I do. Now, it hasn't shown up a whole lot in some of my more technical posts that are very simple and straightforward. But at the same time, if you'll jump through and you'll find one of my posts where I go through screencast and I demonstrate how to do something very useful on your, perhaps your WordPress blog or your Facebook page or whatever, where I give this demonstration, note that I always embed the picture-in-picture feature from Camtasia. Now, why do I do that? What is the power of even that little bitty picture that seems, pretty nondescript? What is the power of what you're looking at right here? The power is that second only to face-to-face, belly-to-belly, live conference contact. There's nothing more powerful. There's nothing that builds your reputation faster. Okay, actually, there's one more thing more powerful, and that is actually video conferencing, video casting, shared video with another individual where it's live engagement. That actually does hold a slightly higher bracket. But when it comes to static media, things that you can embed, things that you personally can do without the involvement of another, second only, again, to face-to-face, belly-to-belly, this is where you've got to be. Now, there's been a lot of talk about video marketing. There's been a lot of, everything from hype and drama around it to not a whole lot about it. It kind of depends on where you're looking. There's a lot of people really skipping it over, really passing it by, people that are really missing where the industry is going. A huge percentage of all of the data viewed online today is actually video media. And it is more and more important that you get on camera. And I know that starting out, that's really, really intimidating. Seriously, go back to my YouTube channel. Look at January 1st last year. Look at where I was at last year. Look at my complete lack of eye contact. Look at, poor setting. Look at all of it. The videos were rough. They're going to be rough. When you're first getting started, they're going to feel awful. You're going to hate watching them. You're going to hate editing them. In fact, I still hate editing them. That hasn't changed for me. But over time, you're going to develop competencies in front of the camera that you can only get by experience and feedback that you can only get by publishing. And now is the year to do it. If you're not producing video this year, by the time next year rolls around, you are significantly behind the curve. In fact, USA Today, several leading marketing magazines already state that if you're not using video in your marketing, you are actively losing customers to the competition. How fast do I estimate video to be? I estimate, and it's purely a speculation based on my feel of the way, different posts handle and different content handles. I estimate that for an individual that is congruent to my market, that is my niche, that is somebody that naturally would have gravitated to me over time anyways, that I foster that bond 2/3 faster. Okay? That can mean the difference between needing to get in front of that person 7 times before they buy and needing to get in front of them a lot less. Okay, if I can get on camera, get in front of them, if they can see it in my eyes, if they can see it in my heart, if they can tell where I'm at, if they can tell I'm serious, if they can tell I'm shooting straight with them, things like that build reputation a lot faster than words on paper. It's a lot easier to tell some fibs on paper. How many marketers do it? It's a lot easier to hide behind PowerPoint presentations. Never show your eyes and let the people that are listening make the assumption that you're 100% genuine when in fact you aren't. And so it really is getting on camera, getting where people can see you, where people can build reputation and trust with you, where people can come to know you in a way that happens in no other manner that we have available to us online that is single static media. Okay, now like I said, there still is a huge advantage to getting on dual stream video. Video where, you're streaming one webcam and the other person is streaming their webcam, where you can have a video conference. And I'll be talking a lot about video conferences in the future. I'll be talking a lot about the things I've done with video presentations and webinars and screencasts and desktop shares. And the reason that those tools have been fundamental in my business, have been fundamental in my product creation, and really have just been all over my brand because they're absolutely essential. Now, some various people, individuals like Eileen pointed out, from Basic Blog Tips pointed out, that really there is some real key players starting to show up in the blogging field that are using video marketing, and that are doing a lot of video casting, a lot of video streaming, and really are making a name for themselves very rapidly, pretty much out of the blue again, because they're willing to do this. And individuals have told me, and for example, I was talking with Justin from Dragon Blogger the other day, and he says, you look pretty smooth on camera, it looks pretty natural. I'm going to tell you it didn't start there. I'm going to tell you that I just had to suck it up and do it. And that, I scrapped a number of videos too. And in fact, I rough edited a lot of videos. But there's a lot of videos too, like that first one that's up on my YouTube channel, that shows that, really that had nothing but the end snipped off of it, because at the time I didn't know how to do anything else. At the time I was working with, Windows Movie Maker, and at the time I was, not knowing what I was, no, I take that back. I didn't even have Movie Maker. I was using the tools that came with that old webcam. Okay, so you see where I was at. I've come a long ways. We're getting better. And, I've still got some faults going on. It's been a struggle. It really has been a learning curve. But every year it's getting better. And really, your goal should be, before the end of the year, to have video marketing to the point that you are comfortable with it. If you are not going into next year comfortable with video marketing, then you're going to be significantly behind the eight ball. You're going to be significantly, out of touch with where the industry is going and where you need to be. And you're going to be losing traffic just flat out to people that are using video. You're just going to have people just skip over your stuff, and they're going to go to whoever's using video. They're going to, catch that stuff. They're going to gravitate to them faster, and you've lost that audience. And the last thing we can afford to do out here is to lose our audience. And so you've really got to pay attention to that. Now, there are times where it's not the perfect media. There are audiences where it's not the perfect media. But over time, as the year goes on, as we come into next year, it's really going to be critical. And one thing you can't do, though, is look at, say, next year is, 6, 7, 8 months off. Don't drag your feet. If you drag your feet and wait till December, you're going to get into the start of next year. You're not going to be comfortable. You're going to be rough on cam. You're not going to be situated out here. You're not going to have established a reputation for yourself with video, and you're just going to flail. And that's what I don't want to see you not do. So I want you to take advantage of every video tool that's available to you. Take advantage of, the power of a simple webcam. Take advantage of the fact that you can go into YouTube, into Facebook, into the iWowie video email system. You can go into all these platforms and you can click on record video, and you can record a video right there. You don't even have to have editing tools. You don't even have to know how to upload something. You can shoot these videos and, upload them into the system right from within your browser. It's incredibly cool, incredibly powerful. And if you'll get comfortable doing little videos with just talking to people, if you'll go to somebody's Facebook page, click record video and click record video, and you'll record little video video messages for your friends, just drop in, say hi, say how you doing. If you'll go record a video email, perhaps in iWowie software, and, you know, send it over to your friends, say, hey, how you doing? You know, what's new, what's up? If you'll do these things, you'll get comfortable on camera, you'll get comfortable on video, and you'll be better positioned for next year. Next year, the video is absolutely critical. It's absolutely essential. And, you know, I want to get hypey here, but at the same time, I don't want to get hypey. I want you to understand how really important it is. But at the same time, I feel like maybe I'm not putting enough emphasis on it. I want to really drive this home that this is where you've got to be, that you've got to be getting on camera. You've got to be creating video media. You've got to be using it on a number of video platforms, including your blog, including getting video into Facebook, including YouTube, you know, even moving into possibilities of video email, moving into doing, you know, live webinars, video casting, things like that, using that potential to the best of your potential so that you further and foster your brand. All right. You know, as you can tell, I'm really passionate about video media, and I'm really, you know, I really feel that if you don't step out and take advantage of the learning time that you've got right now, of the time that you've got to play with friends, to banter back and forth with, you know, small videos, things like that, really play with it while you're developing it, that you're not going to be positioned for next year. And by next year, you're going to start seeing stats roll back. You're going to start seeing, you know, a lot of fallback in your brand development. You're going to see a lot of loss of traction for not doing this. So I really want you to pay attention. You know, get some time, sit down, shoot some videos. I know they're going to be rough. And, you know, while you're at it, leave me a comment. And in fact, link to a video that you've shot, and I'll go out and have a look if you'd like me to have a look, or I'll, you know, if you'd like me to share it, you know, perhaps, you know, if it's somewhere like YouTube that perhaps it's shareable, I possibly can do that for you if it's general content that works for me, things like that. If I can help you out with the video marketing that you're doing, if I can show you, you know, a little more about the YouTube video platform, the Facebook video platform, the iWowie video platform, if I can show you any more about how those can help you develop your brand, be sure to let me know. All right, Kimberly Castleberry, and I will talk to you again soon.